Rebirth, Chapter 4 Satisfaction Guaranteed. I played the stupidly cheesy 80s song, Relax, by Frankie Goes to Hollywood. I had put my phone in the wagon and jammed out on the walk back. Going down, oh yeah, hit me with those laser beams. I sang along and then saw Missy grazing in the distance. The moon and the lights on the trail made for a very peaceful and enjoyable walk back. Cluck, cluck. Chickens were pecking away at the ground. Professor Phillips had given me a few crops to plant. I threw some corn and wheat seeds on the ground, and the chickens went berserk. I smiled as I left the wagon at the fence and gathered over 24 eggs. Well, I think I'd better make omelets tonight for the boys. Put the basket of eggs in the wagon and rolled my wagon of goodies over to the door and heard something different. The lights were dimmed in Cupid's apartment. There was the song Chiquitita by ABBA. I opened the door to see them deep in a slow salsa dance. Victor was bouncing to the beats on the floor in between the boys. I smiled, and Eli caught a glance of me, standing amused and content with their dancing. Hey, Charles. Oh, my goodness. Honey, let's stop dancing. We need to help your dad with all the stuff he has. Cupid opened his eyes, and they went wide. God damn, that's a lot of eggs. Holy shit. Well, so what's all this? You got a wagon, a box, and a duffel bag? Where the hell did you get all this from? I smiled and wheeled the wagon inside. From Professor Phillips and Brianna. They let me take home a bunch of stuff. Also, this chemistry set is for you both. But please don't start without me. I don't want you blowing yourselves up. Eli smiled and Cupid waved his hands dismissively. Hun, I think we should listen to the only scientist here. Plus, when are you going to make me a cell phone? Cupid then rushed over to the table and pulled out a wooden box. Here you are, sweetheart. I already made you one. Eli's face lit up and he jumped into Cupid's arms and hugged and kissed him. Oh, thank you. You're the best. I smiled and put the eggs on the countertop. Then pulled out the cast iron pan and some oil. As the flames licked the bottom of the pan, I swirled some eggs, chives, onions, garlics, and some peppers into the egg mix. Then I poured the whole bowl into the cast iron pan. Ooh, what you cooking, Dad? I turned around as Eli walked over with his nose leading the way. Smells like omelets, am I right? I nodded and smiled. Then I took out my phone and replayed the song, just to fuck with him. The horn came on as the singer started singing. Then it went into full vocalizations, then singing, Relax, when you want to come. Both boys looked at me and smiled while Cupid pulled out the bong, and we all just listened over and over as we took on more hits. Come on. I started to smell the omelet getting nice and crispy. As it flipped over, it had the perfect crisp on it. Then after a few more listens of the suggestively, stupidly cheesy music, the omelets were ready. Who's ready to eat? Both boys got plates and we all dug in. Cupid then gave Victor some omelet and he ate it up. Meow. Victor pawed at my pant leg. What's he saying? Cupid meowed back as Victor meowed at him. He sang you're a good cook and he likes your style of music. Also that he loves you, stupid. Oh, I loved him too. Oh, love you, little man. I picked him up and pet behind his ears. He literally melted in my hand. It was nothing but purrs. Then I got another song idea. Bye 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 by NSYNC. Guys, shut up for a minute. I got a gloriously stupid song next. It's from a boy band. They were very popular in the late 90s and early 2000s. Hey, bye bye bye. The boys were immediately enthralled and Cupid started to sing along. As I'd played the song a lot back on Earth. Eli held Cupid's hands as he sang enthusiastically along to the song. Eli started to catch on to lyrics and the three of us said, bye bye bye, in sync, just like that. Oh, just like the band. Also, I realized how well we harmonized when all three of us sang. Then I had an idea. Fits and the Tantrums. I put on their album from 2013, More Than a Dream. Out of My League then came up. The boys immediately started to move and laugh to the song, clapping slightly out of sync with it. Ooh, ooh. The joy was infectious. Then I walked over as they were still singing and got out the projector, popped it down on the table, and went up to my apartment to grab my laptop. Pulled out the bong and placed the laptop on the table. "What's that, Dad?" Cupid asked, pointing at the projector. "It's a projector, and I'm going to show you a film I love dearly. Have either of you watched Die Hard?" Both boys shook their heads. We started it, and the plane scene with McClane being nervous pops up. Then, scene by scene, the boys watched intensely. A particularly cool moment was seeing the helicopter crash and the building blowing up. By the end, Cupid had called it that Hans was going to fall off the building. Eli was shaking his head as Gruber fell to his death. What year or era was that from? Oh, the best era. Eli, that was an 80s movie. They weren't the best of times, but it was my childhood. Cupid looked up and stretched his back. "That was a good movie. Can we restart The Matrix, please, Dad?" I ruffled Cupid's hair. "Yeah, buddy, we can." And that's how we spent the rest of the night, watching the Matrix trilogy. It was a magical time, and I couldn't wait for whatever tomorrow holds.